Fox 22. From the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, the town of Surrey is experiencing concerns related to PFAS chemicals, plus the details regarding a chimney fire yesterday in Dover Foxcroft. And we'll hear about the impressive geological findings in Aroostook County. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. And happy Thanksgiving. Let's get a first check of that forecast. Meteorologist Conrad Sapinski is in with the latest.
Thank you so much, Emma. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Our first weather today is brought to you by Shepherd Toyota, your hometown connection for Toyota cars and trucks. Easy to find on Route 1 Rockland-Thompson Town Line. Shepherd Toyota has a great selection of new and previously owned vehicles. At Shepherd Toyota, they don't sell you a car, they help you buy one. Come experience the Shepherd difference today. So pretty calm outside for our big day today. What is it? It is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all, but the weather is looking nice. Just some partly cloudy skies right now all across the northeast. Remember all that lake effect snow closer to Syracuse and Buffalo? Well, all of that is long gone. Now everybody continues to dig out as feet and feet of snow piled up. Temperatures, though, are chilly, so bundle up outside, folks. Temperatures are in the teens right now. Same thing up north. Couple of 20s by the coast, so a bit warmer, but still with a little bit of wind, it is feeling chilly outside. So layer up and don't forget your hats. Today, though, temperatures will continue to rise, hovering in those mid-30s under a mostly sunny sky. So it's going to be looking nice outside. A little bit on the chilly end, though. And then tonight, once again, temperatures plummet, hovering in those mid-20s under a partly cloudy sky. So it is going to be chilly once again for the morning hours on Friday. And then we start to rise in temperatures. We'll be hovering in those mid-40s with some more chances of rain showers. Emma?
A group from a once bustling mill town has announced that it has big plans to breathe new life into its century-old mill. Devin Dagnall has the story.
Since 2014, Millenaukett's Great Northern Paper Company mill has laid dormant. But according to Steve Sanders, One North's mill site redevelopment director, there are plans to change that.
We're happy to announce, the kickoff of our Forest Parks campus.
According to Sanders, One North's plan is twofold. First, they plan to refurbish and renovate the rail that leads to the mill. And second, to retrofit and modify the mill to be able to produce pellets, which will be used both here in the States and exported overseas. Sanders says the goal is to have the mill enter the market as a top competitor in the field of pellet manufacturing, an industry that, according to Sanders, has been dominated by southeastern states.
Other parts of the country are doing it. It's a heavy concentration of in the southeast. The Northeast has never been able to compete with the Southeast, but we are a lot closer to Europe than the Southeast is. So we make up by the shorter shipping distance.
The next step in One North's plan is securing funding. Sanders says the process of allocating funds could take a little less than a year.
It's a big funding we're asking the federal government to carry most of the load. So that's the first challenge to overcome.
Sanders estimates that hundreds of jobs could be created from the construction alone, with more permanent jobs for the town once the mill is functional. In Millinocket, I'm Devin Dagnall, reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
New Hampshire officials have found the body of Emily Sotelo, the hiker that had gone missing on Sunday. Her body was found on Wednesday around 11 a.m. on the northwest side of Mount Lafayette in Franconia, New Hampshire. She had planned to hike Mount Lafayette, Mount Haystack, and Mount Flume, but wasn't seen on any of the trails. Officials said she was not dressed for the bitter cold and winds she encountered. Wednesday would have been her 20th birthday. A traffic stop in Bangor led to a drug bust last Friday. Bangor police arrested Ryan Thibodeau of Glenburn after a canine detected the presence of illegal drugs, with a search also resulting in the location of a loaded handgun. He is prohibited from possessing a firearm due to previous criminal convictions. He's currently booked at the Penobscot County Jail. And a town in Hancock is facing a threat to its water quality, which has led to concerns for both residents and town officials. David Ledford has the story.
Following the discovery of hazardous chemicals in the drinking water at the local elementary school, the town of Surrey has teamed up with the Shaw Institute to investigate the source of their water contamination.
If we've got PFAS contamination in the school well, it would be very interesting to find out where is that contamination coming from. Even though it's in a well and it's in the groundwater, somehow it's getting into the groundwater, which would tend to indicate a fairly local source for it.
The discovery of the chemicals at the school has meant that students and staff have had to rely on bottled water. According to Trilogy, the news has resulted in an outpouring of support from the community.
The school almost immediately was inundated with bottled water from all of the residents. They didn't have to purchase any in, as far as I know. They were just getting volunteers to present them with water.
As the school faces the effects of the water contamination, the Shaw Institute continues to test local water sources in search of PFAS chemicals. However, some residents are concerned that this won't lead to a solution.
Some of these things look good in the lab and don't work out so well. A lot of people drink bottled water at home. A lot of the water, some of the wells don't taste so well. So a lot of people do.
Trilogy says that the town has made the water quality a top priority, and that the search will continue until a source is found and a solution can be determined. David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Penobscot County Commissioners have decided to use some of the $29.5 million it received from the American Rescue Plan Act to offer grants to nonprofit organizations. $900,000 are available to organizations in Penobscot County by grant submission. Grants can be awarded from $5,000 up to $50,000 for projects that the commissioners deem worthy. The awards still must meet ARPA guidelines, and the organizations asking for grant money must show how their organization had been impacted by COVID. Fire crews responded to a chimney fire in Dover-Foxcroft around 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. When they arrived at the home on Bear Hill Road, they found the chimney fire was extending to the outside of the house. Crews from Milo and Dexter were on scene for mutual aid. Deputy Fire Chief Brian Gaudet says, fortunately, though, they had enough manpower and were able to contain the fire.
Make sure you inspect your chimneys. If you haven't used them in a long time, just make sure you check them before you start up your wood stoves.
There was some damage to the house, but the family was able to get back in later in the day. Significant geological findings in the county could have major implications for Maine's economy and national security. I spoke to some of the scientists and got the story. Aroostook County is being highlighted for its importance to the nation's resource economy due to the rare earth elements of niobium and zirconium being found in the area of Pennington Mountain, a remote summit about 40 miles northwest of Presque Isle.
Why rare earth elements are so critical? When I say critical, I talk to friends, they think that gold is critical. No, gold is not critical. Because, economical development, defense industry, they don't need a gold. They need a critical minerals.
We were not expecting to find this type of mineral occurrence. And so that means there could be more.
Thanks to years of research conducted by scientists from state and federal organizations, the area could be considered for its mining potential, which would reduce U.S. mineral import dependence.
So, for example, uses of critical minerals include your cell phones and computers. You can't have those without, say, for example, rare earth elements. We need the batteries that power our cell phones. Renewable energy relies on critical minerals, such as the magnets that are in wind turbines or the materials in solar panels. They're also important for advanced defense systems and advanced electronics.
The federal government provided $320 million through the bipartisan infrastructure bill, which in part made this research possible.
With that increase in funding, we're able to cover a lot more ground.
Through the use of low-flying airplane data collection, scientists were able to detect the minerals and then take samples and send specimens to labs to be tested.
What we're hoping, of course, is that this successful discovery will result in the USGS being interested in flying more geophysical surveys across Maine.
Say this is more about the discovery of a special rock with critical minerals. Mining to mine or not to mine, that will be different story.
It's unlikely the minerals will be mined anytime soon, but in the meantime, the scientists have the funding to keep searching for rare earth elements around the state. For ABC7 and Fox 22, I'm Emma Smith. The time is now 8:10. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, we'll check out how a local school got up close and personal with a bunch of reptiles. But first, let's take another look at that forecast. Mostly sun in the sky today, highs in the mid-30s, dropping down to about 25 degrees tonight. Some clouds will move in, and tomorrow we'll be experiencing some breeze and possible showers, highs of around 45 degrees.
Tomorrow morning on Star 97.7, Paul Dupuis has the music and fun. Sonny Shepard brings you Star 97.7 local news. And Steve McKay with the weather. Turn on your radio and get the Star treatment with Star 97.7.
Come try one of our daily specials at Pat's Pizza in Hamden.
Tuesday, spaghetti or ziti with meatballs or sausage, only $5.50.
Wednesday, large one-topping pizza, only $8.50.
Thursday, get an oven-baked wrap for only $6.
Friday is fish and fries for only $8.
And Saturday, get a small one-item pizza with a fountain soda, only $8.
Bring the family to Pat's Pizza, 662 Main Road, North Hamden.
Tomorrow morning on Star 97.7, Paul Dupuis has the music and fun. Sonny Shepard brings you Star 97.7 local news. And Steve McKay with the weather. Turn on your radio and get the Star treatment with Star 97.7.
One good guess.
Cursed romance. Star-crossed lovers.
You better work! Deserves another.
Egyptian writing.
Hieroglyphics.
Wow! I felt like the person shouting wrong answers in the study group.
And another.
Opposite water? Sand.
25 words or less.
You did it again. You're going home with another $10,000.
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. There are lots of misconceptions about the crawling, scaly creatures that share our planet. Some kids, though, from the Herman Rec program got to find out the facts yesterday. Drew Desjardins, also known as Mr. Drew, travels all around New England, educating people about spiders, turtles, scorpions, snakes, and other animals that many people don't understand.
It's okay to be scared, but you don't need to be, because the more we learn about something, the less scared we're going to be. And that's what I try to do, is help them be a little less scared.
Mr. Drew has been visiting schools, nursing homes, and other group settings to teach people about his less-than-cuddly critters for more than 10 years. He has a facility in Lewiston where he cares for more than 200 animals that came to him, mostly because people don't understand how to care for them as pets. The kids from the Herman Rec program got a chance to touch some of them and see some animals they might never get a chance to see again. Every year, the Ellis Family Market in Patton and the Maine State Police team up to deliver Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. Owner of the store, Jonathan Ellis, and his employees put together dinner baskets to be delivered in southern Aroostook County and northern Penobscot County. Yesterday, Trooper Lainey Merchant and Trooper Timmy Saucier from Troop F helped deliver the baskets, 40 in total, to area families, an annual event of giving that goes a long way. The Canadian Pacific Railway holiday train made its way through Maine yesterday. It was lit up for the holiday season, ready to rock and collect food donations. It rolled through Jackman, Brownville, and Herman to spread holiday cheer and collect donations for the Good Shepherd Food Bank.
I think this was the best day ever. I think I also saw smoke on one of the songs, and I also liked the way that the jingle bells was going.
According to Canadian Pacific, the train has been making an annual trip since 1999 to promote giving to local food banks. They will make 168 stops from coast to coast this season. When we return, we'll have your full weather forecast plus your holiday toy shopping guide. We'll be right back.
At Bouchard Cleaning, rebuilding and restoring means more than just another job. To us, it's about bringing back cherished memories, restoring unforgettable moments in time, and giving hope when all was thought to be lost. For over 35 years, our mission has remained the same. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Breakfast bagels are back at McDonald's. A fluffy egg, 2 slices of cheese, and your choice of a steak patty, bacon, or sausage, all in a toasted bagel. Breakfast bagels are back, but only for a limited time.
How to holiday the Bob's way. You look exhausted, Mr. Gnome. All those Black Friday and Cyber Monday gimmicks, it's enough to make your head spin. Take a break from the chaos and make Bob's Discount Furniture your holiday haven. Enjoy the respite of haggle-free shopping, affordable furniture made even more attainable with financing options to fit your budget, and stress-free gifting with oodles of in-stock and ready-to-ship gifts you know will make it on time. So enjoy less head spinning and more savings during the holidays. Okay, that looks fun. Skip the shopping mayhem. Holiday the Bob's way.
Bangor Brewer bowling lanes on Wilson Street in Brewer, featuring 24 lanes of candlepin bowling and a big arcade room where kids can win great prizes. Glow bowling on Saturday nights from 7 until closing. Bring your entire family. A fun entertainment for all ages.
Chiefs Rams. What makes great matchups? Great coaching, great quarterbacks, and great setting. This checks all 3 of those boxes.
There's so much action in this game. It's Kansas City, and it's a holiday weekend, and it's going to be rocking.
We fly around, we dominate. There's just so many storylines between these two teams, and haven't even mentioned Patrick Mahomes. Hello?
The most exciting player in the entire league. He's must-watch TV every single week.
The NFL, Sunday on Fox, home of Super Bowl 57.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. One of the best runner-ups to the feast ahead on your Thanksgiving plate may be this feast for your eyes of gingerbread houses. The National Gingerbread Competition has just finished its annual competition in Asheville, North Carolina. Entries were evaluated on criteria including originality, creativity, and difficulty. More than 200 people entered the competition for their chance to win a portion of $40,000 in cash prizes. After the pandemic, people are happy to reunite with family, but travel is not the most enjoyable part of the holiday season, especially with more than 56 million other Americans hitting the roads and skies right alongside you to get to your Thanksgiving destination. Fox's Anna Eliopoulos has tips for making the journey stress-free.
Even though the travel comes with a lot of unpredictability and anxiety, I think there's also a lot of gratitude for the ability to gather and the people that we have to gather with.
Airlines have rebounded from the summer of flight chaos, with 4.5 million Americans expected to fly to their Thanksgiving destination, meaning bigger crowds and longer lines at the airport. But it doesn't all have to be chaotic. Travel expert Nithya Chambers says being prepared for the unexpected can help ease travel stress.
This is about hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. Packing chargers, packing snacks. I think these go a long way when you are in an airport sort of waiting for time to pass.
Flyers are urged to arrive early and check TSA wait times online before getting to the airport. Chambers also recommends having a backup plan for weather, canceled flights, or lost luggage.
Understand what's happening in the place you're leaving from and the place that you're going. Use a carry-on over checking your luggage.
Some of the biggest stressors could be on the roads, with AAA predicting nearly 49 million driving to their Thanksgiving destination. Using apps to track traffic and leaving at times when less traffic is expected could ease anxiety. And if you have kids,
we also like to try and schedule our travel times at moments that we can kind of guarantee that they'll fall asleep and we can enjoy the drive a little bit more.
Money can also cause vacation stress. Gas prices, while falling overall, are about 20 cents a gallon higher than last year.
Think about where you are, where the costs are higher, where you have opportunities for savings.
Anna Eliopoulos, Fox News.
The time is now 8:19. Let's get a full check of that forecast. Meteorologist Evan Biggs. It's Conrad Zapinski today. He's in with the latest.
Thank you so much, Emma. Our main weather today is brought to you by Shepherd Toyota, your hometown connection for Toyota cars and trucks. Easy to find on Route 1, Rockland-Thompson Town Line. Shepherd Toyota has a great selection of new and previously loved vehicles. At Shepherd Toyota, they don't sell you a car, they help you buy one. Come experience the Shepherd difference today. So looking pretty nice outside today. I know it's a huge day as everybody is traveling, trying to get to family and friends. It's Thanksgiving. So good sign for us, no rain and no snow. Just some partly cloudy skies right now all throughout the Northeast. Not much going on anywhere, no big low pressure systems in the picture, but more rain is on the way. I'll have all the details in 1 second, but the Futurecast does show more rain back, especially by Friday. We're looking at more like the afternoon hours on Friday. This will not be a downpour of rain, just still something to worry about. Don't forget your umbrellas before Saturday. We start to clear up, and we're looking good once again. Then another round of rain coming in on Sunday. So like I said, not much rain showing up, maybe definitely less than a quarter of an inch with the first system coming in. And then on Sunday, more rain will be back and a little bit more will be piling up, close to a quarter to half an inch of rain. So overall, maybe a quarter to a half an inch of rain the next several days. But there will also be a little bit of snow. Of course, up north, as temperatures will be much cooler up north, and then here in Bangor, nada. That is because temperatures will be a lot warmer than what we had last week. We'll have well above average temperatures for this week. Not right now, though, as temperatures are still in the teens. Same thing up north, couple of 20s by the coast, of course, a bit warmer. That water is still keeping things a little bit on the warmer end, but still with a little bit of wind, it's feeling chilly everywhere. But take a look at this temperature trend. Our average should be closer to 42 degrees. So by tomorrow, we're doing above that. 45 degrees, a little bit cooler by Saturday. Look what happens by Sunday into Monday, close to 50 degrees. So that's going to feel nice. And then Tuesday, 40 degrees. And then back up on that roller coaster by middle of next week with temperatures hovering in those mid-40s. The winds, though, are a bit on the breezy end. Still not looking too bad compared to what we've been having the last several days, though. Today, though, temperatures will continue to rise, hovering in those mid-30s under a mostly sunny sky. And our extended forecast outlook does show more rain by Friday. And then we clear up by Saturday. Temperatures a little bit on the cooler end. Look what happens on Sunday. Temperatures close to 50, but hey, more rain. Rain, rain, go away. I know what you mean. And then by Monday, more chances of showers still lingering in the morning hours and then clearing up with temperatures up there in the mid to upper 40s.
Interest rates are on the rise and making waves in the real estate market. Buying or selling? You need a navigator. I'm Holly Taylor. Come to the one who gets it done. HollyTaylor.Realtor.
Ladies, welcome to my digestive system. When your gut and vaginal bacteria are off balance, you may feel it.
But just one Align Women's Probiotic Daily helps soothe digestive upsets and support vaginal health. Welcome to an Align Gut.
Suffering from sinus congestion, especially at night? Try Vicks Sinex for instant relief that lasts up to 12 hours. Vicks Sinex targets congestion at the source, relieving nasal congestion and sinus pressure by reducing swelling in the sinuses. Try Vicks Sinex.
Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover-Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance. Browse our inventory online or in person. Whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, we can put you in the vehicle that is right for you. Sales, service, and parts. Rowell's Garage, doing business the right way every day.
Coffee Break Cafe is the best little cafe in Hamden where everything is homemade. Come try one of our famous omelets. We're open Monday through Friday from 6:30 until 2. Saturday is 6:30 till noon and 6:30 till 1 on Sundays.
Everything I did for my family. I don't know why you don't just make a fresh start.
There's no fresh start for us.
The Cleaning Lady, Mondays on Fox, or watch anytime on demand or Fox Now.
Homes are selling in a single day. The real work happens well before. I'm Holly Taylor, and I have the expertise to guide you through your home improvements. Come to the one who gets it done. Holly Taylor, Realtor.
Yet another community is stunned by a mass shooting, this time right before the holidays. Authorities are identifying the gunman in a massacre at a Walmart in Chesapeake, Virginia, as 31-year-old Andre Bing. 6 people were killed and more than a dozen hurt when police say Bing opened fire on his co-workers inside the supercenter. We're learning more about Bing and the victims. ABC's M. Wynn has the latest from Washington.
Horror unleashed inside a Chesapeake, Virginia Walmart when an employee identified as 31-year-old Andre Bing opened fire. Breonna Tyler in the break room saying she saw her store manager walk in and start firing wildly.
Swaying his arm back and forth. He didn't have a target.
Bing using a pistol as his weapon of choice, according to police, before turning the gun on himself. He was the overnight leader, an employee since 2010.
And then once I saw blood, I was like, oh, this is really real. And then that's when it processed that, like, you have to run or you're gonna die.
Police found 3 people dead, including the shooter in the break room. 1 near the front of the store, 3 others died at the hospital. The city releasing their names and faces. Lorenzo Gamble, Kelly Pyle, Randall Blevins, Tanika Johnson, and a 16-year-old boy name withheld because of his age. And the mother of victim Brian Pendleton saying they would have been preparing for her son's upcoming birthday. 7 others injured, including 24-year-old Jalen Jones. His mom now says he's in stable condition.
He got a gunshot wound, grazed his ear. That's when he realized that he was being shot.
Jones ran outside where a coworker took him to his car before the medics arrived.
But I'm just thankful that he's alive.
The Walmart massacre, now the nation's second high-profile mass shooting in just 4 days. With more than 600 mass shootings this year alone in the U.S., President Biden saying there are more empty seats at the table this Thanksgiving. M. Wynn, ABC News, Washington.
The Colorado Springs community is still looking for answers following Saturday's fatal nightclub shooting. The alleged gunman appeared in front of a judge on Wednesday. Fox's Garrett Tenney has more.
The person accused of killing 5 people and injuring more than a dozen others at a Colorado nightclub made their first court appearance on Wednesday. Anderson Lee Aldrich appeared via video from the El Paso County Jail after being released from the hospital. According to defense lawyers, Aldrich is non-binary. The 22-year-old faces possible murder and hate crime charges. They're being held without bond.
All available potential charges we will be reviewing and make the appropriate filing decisions. I'm looking at evidence of what occurred here.
Police say Aldrich entered Club Q Saturday night armed with an AR-style weapon and immediately began shooting. 2 patrons quickly jumped into action and subdued Aldrich until officers arrived.
Everybody in there became family. It was the team.
As investigators work to determine a motive, new details are emerging about the alleged gunman's past. Last year, Aldrich was arrested after reportedly threatening their mother with a homemade bomb. At the time, authorities found no explosives and the case was never prosecuted. But this Colorado Springs community says more should have been done. And after Saturday's shooting, people say their sense of safety has been shattered.
This is a place where I can come with friends and just hang out in a safe place and be who I was and enjoy the company of other members of the LGBTQ community.
Police say those who survived the shooting face a very long recovery. I'm Garrett Tenney, Fox News.
A new way of reporting COVID-19 home test results may help get around gaps in virus undercounting. The National Institutes of Health now has a new website for people to anonymously report their at-home test results to health authorities. MakeMyReportCount.org collects results, and officials hope the site will fill data gaps as more people use home testing instead of lab testing. Officials have expressed concerns for months that the spread of the virus was undercounted. Jerusalem was hit by 2 explosions on Wednesday, killing a 15-year-old and wounding at least 18 others, with 3 in critical condition. Fox News correspondent Jeff Paul has more from London.
It's the type of terror attack not seen in years. 2 explosions hit Jerusalem during the busy morning commute on Wednesday, killing a 15-year-old boy and hurting at least 18 others. Police say it was an attack by Palestinians, though they're still looking for who's responsible.
They can run, they can hide, it won't help them. The security forces will reach them. If they resist, they will be thwarted.
Both bombs were planted inside bags that were left at bus stops. They were packed with nails and other metal objects to increase the number of casualties. Israeli officials say that differs from the lone wolf-style attacks they've seen in recent years.
It is clear that it is something more complex. This was not something done by inspiration. This is not somebody who decided one morning to carry out an attack.
The White House says it's monitoring the situation closely, writing in a statement, quote, "The United States has offered all appropriate assistance to the government of Israel as it investigates the attack and works to bring the perpetrators to justice. But it won't be easy to calm tensions. Violence between Israelis and Palestinians has been ratcheting up for months, and a growing number of officials are saying it's time to get tough on terrorism."
We still have a fight with brutal terror that is raising its head again, and we will do everything possible to restore security to all citizens of Israel.
No terror groups have claimed responsibility, though Hamas is praising the attacks. In London, Jeff Paul, Fox News.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, we'll have your daily fun facts and a glimpse into the Macy's Day Parade. We'll be right back.
Even though Dorsey Furniture is known for our vast collections of quality home furnishings, sometimes we like to venture into the forgotten passageways and dark corners of our enormous warehouse to mine the odd nightstand, forgotten sofa, orphaned love seat, or the elusive discontinued mattress. Meanwhile, our sales manager, and not the bean counters, smash the original retail prices into tiny fractions of themselves. Dorsey Furniture, Black Tag Sale going on now.
Whether you're thinking of getting your first tattoo or building onto your collection of skin art,
Disconnected Tattoo and Art Company in Ellsworth provides the safest and most comfortable tattoo and piercing experience.
at Disconnected Tattoo, we'll combine your vision with our art to create something special that will last the test of time.
Don't trust your personal body art to anyone else.
Call Disconnected Tattoo today to schedule your consultation.
Or check out our Facebook page.
Disconnected Tattoo and Art Company in Ellsworth.
Happy Thanksgiving from Fox 22.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Today is November 24th, 2022. Happy Thanksgiving. Today is also National Sardines Day. These two holidays appear for now to not have a connection. You could always make them have a connection, though, if you'd like. Today is also known for the National Dog Show, which began in 1879 in Philadelphia, and since gaining popularity only in the past few decades, it usually includes over 2,000 competitors and almost 200 different breeds. It features categories like Best of Breed, First in the Group, and Best in Show. On this day in history, in 1832, Charles Darwin's On the Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection was published. In 1896, the first U.S. absentee voting law was enacted by Vermont. And in 1969, Apollo 12 returned to Earth. For birthdays today, we have Todd Beamer. He was an American passenger and hero on the United Airlines Flight 93. He would have been 54 today. And American actress Katherine Heigl is 44. Well, if you're doing any Thanksgiving Day travel today, it looks like it'll be easy going. Let's turn it over to meteorologist Conrad Sapinski for our full weather forecast.
Thank you so much, Emma. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Our first weather today is brought to you by Shepherd Toyota, your hometown connection for Toyota cars and trucks. Easy to find on Route 1 Rockland-Thompson Town Line. Shepherd Toyota has a great selection of new and previously owned vehicles. At Shepherd Toyota, they don't sell you a car, they help you buy one. Come experience the Shepherd difference today. So pretty calm outside for our big day today. What is it? It is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all, but the weather is looking nice. Just some partly cloudy skies right now all across the Northeast. Remember all that lake effect snow closer to Syracuse and Buffalo? Well, all of that is long gone. Now everybody continues to dig out as feet and feet of snow piled up. Temperatures, though, are chilly, so bundle up outside, folks. Temperatures are in the teens right now. Same thing up north. Couple of 20s by the coast, so a bit warmer, but still with a little bit of wind, it is feeling chilly outside. So layer up and don't forget your hats. Today, though, temperatures will continue to rise, hovering in those mid-30s under a mostly sunny sky, so it's going to be looking nice outside. A little bit on the chilly end, though. And then tonight, once again, temperatures plummet, hovering in those mid-20s under a partly cloudy sky, so it is going to be chilly once again for the morning hours on Friday. And then we start to rise in temperatures. We'll be hovering in those mid-40s with some more chances of rain showers. Emma?
Thank you, Conrad. Yesterday, parade officials were busy with the balloon inflating process for the annual Macy's Day Parade. Occurring on Manhattan's Upper West Side and was open to the public. There will be those giant balloons, elaborate floats, and plenty of entertainment. The parade will kick off today at 9 a.m. Chances are you've seen the witty highway signs along I-95 serving to playfully remind drivers to obey the rules of the road and arrive safely to destinations. But one state may have to stop. The Federal Highway Administration reportedly telling New Jersey that their signs must stop, alleging that signs like Hocus Pocus, Drive with Focus are not in the government handbook. Thankfully, though, Maine does not appear to be coming under fire, with Maine Thanksgiving messages being released yesterday. With the holiday shopping season ramping up this week, the Toy Insider is here to help parents and gift givers score the hottest toys for every kid on their list without breaking the bank. We turn again to Fox's Kristen Goodwin with the story.
Toy Insider has curated the hottest toys that will be on every kid's wish list this Christmas. But with inflation and everyone coming out of the pandemic economy, they know people will be shopping on a budget.
Although we are recommending that consumers prepare to spend at least 15% more on toys, we have plenty of options on all of our lists that are under $50 or under $100.
The Hot 20 list includes something for kids of all ages.
Starting with our littlest ones with the VTech Level Up gaming chair, which provides role play and educational entertainment, as well as the Ruckus FX, which it gets kids up and active in gaming and music mixing. Plus, we have things that are inspired by influencers and kids' favorite characters, like the Addison Rae musical fashion doll.
The 12 under 20 provides plenty of options, all under $20.
You'll find collectibles like Kittens vs. Gherkins, which are mini versions of kids' favorite Cats vs. Pickles characters. You'll find cool things like the Express My Feelings journal from Hand to Mind, which lets kids really engage in that social emotional learning and learn how to cope with their own emotions. And you'll also see things like Play Foam Naturals from Educational Insight, which is a really fun tactile compound that's also eco-friendly.
And kids can learn as they play with toys from the STEM 10 list.
They can do this through activity kits like Crayola's Critter Creator, which allows them to make their own fossils in this kit and get really creative. They can do this through building up their own blasters, like the Ultra Bionic Blaster from Thames and Cosmos. And they can also create and learn how marble runs work with sets like Trestle Tracks from Fat Brain Toys.
In Hollywood, Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
Still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz and Ryan Sudol will have your latest with local sports. We'll be right back.
Check one, check two.
The store's appearance may have changed throughout the years, but its dedication to our community and families has not wavered. We will still welcome you with a smile and top-notch service. If you need coffee,
check.
Tasty treats,
check.
Freshly made pizza, check. Or wine and spirits,
check.
Stop by and fill up your tank and check us out.
Y'all feeling lucky? Luke Combs here with the new Living Lucky with Luke Combs Scratch Off. It's your exclusive opportunity to win the Living Lucky with Luke Combs prize package. You'll join me in Nashville for a private concert at the Ryman Auditorium in 2024, where one lucky winner will have the chance to walk away with $500,000. When it rains, it pours for lottery players who enter to win the chance of a lifetime.
Play Maine Lottery's Living Lucky with Luke Combs Scratch Ticket and enter for a chance to win.
Big trucks rule the road. They're dangerous, and they can cause big, bad injuries. But the big trucking companies don't stand a chance against me. These companies have big insurance policies, and if you're hurt by one of these big boys, I'll fight to make them pay up for you. I'm Jim with Lowry & Associates. If you've been hurt by a big truck, call the twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a big truck? Come out on top.
Call the twos. Call 222-2222.
Thanksgiving in Big D.
Highlight of the season. Thanksgiving football, you're the only game on.
It's a big lights, big stage kind of vibe.
I'm fired up.
As strong a part of that tradition as anything else, Cowboys playing that day.
This is Giants-Cowboys, right? This is old school NFC East. This is a great rivalry.
That's big time. That's who we are.
Do not let out.
I want an open-faced turkey sandwich.
Should we get cranberry sauce in the booth?
Thanksgiving football on Fox. Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We'll start with some hockey. Maine men's hockey is back on the ice this weekend. They come off the bye hosting American International at the Alfond on Saturday. And that week off couldn't have come at a better time. Ryan Sudol has more.
After 5 straight losses, Maine men's ice hockey welcomed their bye week this week.
I think we just use it for rest, kind of just focus on us and what we can control and how we can get better in ways.
You got to take the good things from those past 2 weekends and carry them over, and I think that off week was a great opportunity to do that.
Those 5 losses came against nationally ranked teams. They lost 3 of them by 1 goal and were competitive in all of them.
It's hard when you're so close like that to win those games against those top teams, and you can see that we're right there, and you just got to keep believing in the process.
In the Black Bears' last series against Merrimack, the process showed defensively in Game 1. Only 1 goal allowed, but none of their own.
We got a really good goaltending performance on Friday, and we lose 1-0. Plenty of chances, power play chances, didn't score a goal.
In Game 2, quite the opposite. 3 goals of their own, 5 goals allowed.
3 power play goals by them that, we've been pretty dialed in on penalty kill so far this year.
We got to put all those things together. We improve in some of those areas. I think our results change.
There is no better time for the results to change than now. The Black Bears have 4 games before holiday break. Momentum is key.
This is the most important time of the year for us. We can't come out of these 4 games without at least 3 or 4 wins.
It's a great opportunity for us to out there and show what we got. It's time for us to put some wins on the score sheet and hopefully go into Christmas break feeling good about the rest of the season.
The first game of the stretch is Saturday at home against American International, a team the Black Bears have never lost to. Coach Ben Barr says it's a perfect time to get back on track.
We're a game-by-game team, and this game is really, really important for us to hopefully get back to playing the right way and finding a way to earn a victory.
Reporting for ABC 7 Fox 22, I'm Ryan Sudol.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Good stuff there. Hopefully the Black Bears can pull it out on Saturday. Let's go to the hardwood now, and we'll stay with the University of Maine. Chris Markwood and Maine men's hoops are looking for their 4th win in a row on Wednesday afternoon. Black Bears trying to pull one out on the road, and Maine, they would start hot. Here's Jaden Clayton driving to the lane. He gets it to Getty Yusupaitis, and Getty finishes the reverse layup. And then later on, it's Clayton. He would take it himself, and he gets this one to go through the foul. Maine is up big, but the Blue Devils, they would fire back to end the half. This 3-pointer from Kellen Amos right here makes it a 6-point game before the break. That's how we'd enter the break. Second half, miscommunication here between Clayton and Callan Tynes leads to 2 Blue Devil points, and that makes it a 3-point game. Tie game now, and Maine, that's when they would put their foot down. Tynes turns the steal into 2 of his 23 points. Another big game from him. And then another steal from the Black Bears here on defense. That's going to lead to points again. That would be Peter Filippovity cashing in for the 2. Maine goes on to win their 4th straight, 66-58. All right, let's go back to the ice now. Busy night in Boston sports on Wednesday. Bruins in action, Celtics in action. Both teams with new coaches starting the season on fire and looking to keep it going. Swayman getting the nod in net for the Bruins tonight, taking on the Panthers. Florida would strike first, though, on the power play. They recover a loose puck in their zone, some nice passing, and Sam Reinhart finishes it off. Bruins would answer quick, though. They'd answer in the first period. They'd get a 5-on-3 for the Bees, and right off the face-off, Jake DeBrusk is going to find Charlie McAvoy, and Mac rears back and slaps this one home. We are tied up at the end of 1. But the second period, that would go to the Panthers, up 2-1, and they're on the power play again. Brandon Montour risks it towards the net, and Alexander Barkov is there to deflect it home. That makes it 3-1 now. And then later on in the third, it's 4-1, but the Bees are in business again on the 5-on-3. Brad Marchand finds David Pasternak. He fires it home, makes it a 2-goal game, but that's all they'd muster. They'd fall 5-2 to the Panthers. Let's move on now. Celtics had their 9-game win streak snapped earlier in the week by the Chicago Bulls. They're back at the Garden hosting the Mavs. Jason Tatum having an MVP year, and he's looking to keep it going. We'll start in the first quarter. C's up big. Look at this move from Jaylen Brown. Gets to the hoop through contact. Nice Euro step there. Boston is up 12 early. In the second quarter now, it's Grant Williams. He finds Tatum, the classic step back, lets it fly, and he drains it. C's just building up that lead. Later in the second quarter, it's Tatum again, but he's going to be doing it as a playmaker now. Drives to the lane, finds a wide open Derek White, and White buries that triple. Mavs, they had their spurts, but this one was all Celtics. Moving on to the second half. In the third quarter here, a thunderous dunk from Jaylen Brown. Boston, they win again, and they win big, 125-112. All right, another big win for the Celtics and Joe Mazzulla. That's all the time we have for sports, though. We'll be right back after the break.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
It wasn't just a little bit of soot on an old family photo. It wasn't just a couple of books soaked in water. And when you called Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, you were not just another customer. That family photo hangs high yet again. And those irreplaceable first editions stay cemented in history. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Hear that music? It can only mean breakfast bagels are back at McDonald's. Imagine a fluffy egg, 2 slices of cheese, plus your choice of a steak patty, bacon, or sausage, all in a toasted bagel. That's right, the steak, egg, and cheese bagel, bacon, egg, and cheese bagel, and sausage, egg, and cheese bagels are all back, but only for a limited time at McDonald's.
Sometimes big truck accidents can result in big case settlements. These are just some of the big case results I fought to get my clients. If a big truck hurts you, we'll make them pay you every single dollar you deserve for your injuries. I'm Jim with Lowry & Associates. If you've been hurt by a big truck, call the twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a big truck? Come out on top. Call the twos. Call 222-2222.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Well, the latest move to counter the ongoing fentanyl crisis, Amazon says Alexa, is hurting its profits, and inflation hits the Christmas tree industry. Fox's CJ Papa has those stories and more in today's Fox Business Briefs.
Narcan vending machines are now popping up all across the country to save lives as fentanyl overdoses soar. One small Kentucky town with only a population of 7,000 residents having to restock 7 times in a month as the fentanyl crisis continues to spiral out of control. Amazon reportedly on pace to lose $10 billion this year on some devices, including its voice assistant Alexa. She's part of Amazon's worldwide digital unit, which also includes the Echo speaker and Prime Video. The news coming as the tech giant cuts roughly 10,000 jobs, which will extend into the new year. Inflation hitting everything hard this holiday season. The American Christmas Tree Association saying you can expect to spend as much as 20% more on your tree this year. Tree farmers blaming the rising cost of fuel, labor, and chemicals for the price hike. And what are the odds of this being on your table over the holidays? The canned meat maker Spam is releasing a figgy pudding flavor. Curious to know what it tastes like? Well, it's described as, quote, a blend of warm spices and seasonal ingredients that will be the star in many wintertime recipe favorites. with notes of cinnamon and nutmeg combined with fig and orange flavors. You'll taste true holiday comfort that will have you caroling all season long. That's business. I'm CJ Papa.
That's one alternative to turkey. Well, Ryan Reynolds gives a behind-the-scenes sneak peek at his new film, Spirited, plus Magic Mike gets a massive send-off, and the third Knives Out movie is in its early development. Here's Fox's Kristen Goodwin with the latest from Hollywood Nation.
Disconnected. We're gonna wake them up.
Magic Mike's grand finale, and Reynolds shares in the Hollywood Nation.
Like a Christmas Carol?
Yes, yes.
Ryan Reynolds is celebrating the release of his new holiday musical, Spirited, with a behind-the-scenes look. The actor shared a video on his socials featuring him and co-star Will Ferrell rehearsing one of the film's big dance sequences. The movie, currently available on Apple TV Plus, adds a new spin to the Charles Dickens classic novel, A Christmas Carol.
Don't give him flashbacks.
Ryan Johnson is excited to get started on the next chapter of Knives Out. The second film, Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, is currently playing in select theaters and will debut on Netflix December 23rd. But according to Deadline, the director is already working on the third installment and plans to start writing the script after the new year. The whodunit sequel features Daniel Craig as Detective Benoit Blanc on an island getaway where he is forced into action when a tech billionaire's murder mystery party turns deadly.
The visionary artist, Magic Mike.
And Channing Tatum is going all out to conclude the Magic Mike franchise. Director Steven Soderbergh revealed to Empire magazine that the third film, Magic Mike's Last Dance, will end with a massive dance sequence that will exceed 30 minutes. Tatum stars alongside Salma Hayek, who plays his love interest. The movie premieres in theaters February 10th. In Hollywood, Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
Now here's meteorologist Conrad Zapinski with our full weather forecast.
Thank you so much, Emma. Our main weather today is brought to you by Shepherd Toyota, your hometown connection for Toyota cars and trucks. Easy to find on Route 1, Rockland-Thompson Town Line. Shepherd Toyota has a great selection of new and previously loved vehicles. At Shepherd Toyota, they don't sell you a car, they help you buy one. Come experience the Shepherd difference today. So looking pretty nice outside today. I know it's a huge day as everybody is traveling, trying to get to family and friends. It's Thanksgiving, so good sign for us, and no rain and no snow. Just some partly cloudy skies right now all throughout the Northeast. Not much going on anywhere, no big low pressure systems in the picture, but more rain is on the way. I'll have all the details in 1 second, but the Futurecast does show more rain back, especially by Friday. We're looking at more like the afternoon hours on Friday. This will not be a downpour of rain, just still something to worry about. Don't forget your umbrellas before Saturday. We start to clear up, and we're looking good once again. Then another round of rain coming in on Sunday. So like I said, not much rain showing up, maybe definitely less than a quarter of an inch with the first system coming in. And then on Sunday, more rain will be back, and a little bit more will be piling up, close to a quarter to half an inch of rain. So overall, maybe a quarter to a half an inch of rain the next several days. But there will also be a little bit of snow. Of course, up north, as temperatures will be much cooler up north, and then here in Bangor, nada. That is because temperatures will be a lot warmer than what we had last week. We'll have well above average temperatures for this week. Not right now, though, as temperatures are still in the teens. Same thing up north, couple of 20s by the coast, of course, a bit warmer. That water is still keeping things a little bit on the warmer end, but still with a little bit of wind, it's feeling chilly everywhere. But take a look at this temperature trend. Our average should be closer to 42 degrees, so by tomorrow we're doing above that. 45 degrees, a little bit cooler by Saturday. Look what happens by Sunday into Monday, close to 50 degrees. So that's going to feel nice. And then Tuesday, 40 degrees. And then back up on that roller coaster by middle of next week with temperatures hovering in those mid-40s. The winds, though, are a bit on the breezy end. Still not looking too bad compared to what we've been having the last several days, though. Today, though, temperatures will continue to rise, hovering in those mid-30s under a mostly sunny sky. And our extended forecast outlook does show more rain by Friday, and then we clear up by Saturday. Temperatures a little bit on the cooler end. Look what happens on Sunday. Temperatures close to 50, but hey, more rain. Rain, go away. I know what you mean. And then by Monday, more chances of showers still lingering in the morning hours and then clearing up with temperatures up there in the mid to upper 40s.
I've been having foot pain for at least 10 years. The first day I put the key boot on, I could tell the difference. My pain level has been so much better. I was amazed. The key boots made it possible for me to actually walk without pain. I can go shopping, walking around the store without wanting to cry. I mean, I feel like dancing sometimes. The key boots made all the difference. Very happy with it. Comfort shoes, it's just changed my life.
Finding the right vehicle for you and your family can be a daunting task. At Varney Buick GMC, our expert staff is here to make the journey as painless as possible. Our goal is to get you and your family in a vehicle that will best fit into your lifestyle. Communication is key, and our team makes sure to be completely transparent throughout the process, informing you on all of your options. Come experience Varney value, only at Varney Buick GMC.
I'm grateful for motorcycles and jet skis and my American Army and my family. Mama and me, Pops. Chuck and Milk and Mama. Hampsy and Lammy. Alex and Mom. Flubber's and Bluebirds and Snowboo. Lemons and Daddy.
Happy Thanksgiving.
From all of us here at Fox 22.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Let's switch gears and see what Howard has for us today in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Before I get going today, I want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. I'd also like to thank you for inviting us into your home throughout the year. That means more than you can imagine. By now, if you're having dinner at home, you'll probably have everything all set. But if you're one of those folks who forgot to make the gravy, no worries, because I have a version that you can make lickety-split. We start by cooking some bacon until it's nice and crispy. Then we set it aside. Once your turkey is cooked, carefully pour the pan drippings into a large measuring cup. Now we skim off some of the fat from the drippings and add it to the skillet that we've cooked the bacon in. We stir in some flour, making what is known as a roux. After this simmers for a bit, we add about 4 cups of the pan drippings to it. And if you don't have enough pan drippings, simply add some chicken broth to make up the difference. After this thickens and is silky smooth, we add in the crumbled bacon. Then it's ready to serve. This gravy is going to make everything from the turkey to your mashed potatoes extra special. To get the recipe, just go to our website and look for Bacon Turkey Gravy. I know you'll be glad you did. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a thankfully delicious way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Enjoy your Thanksgiving.
I'm wondering if making it with bacon would actually be easier because of the bacon grease, but of course, harder for the dishwasher because more dishes, of course. But in another note, you'll be seeing the famous balloon of Snoopy at Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I think that's actually just kicked off. It's 8:58 right now, so it'll It'll be on MPZ soon, but take a moment to look closely at this Saturday's funny papers to find a nod to the Peanuts and creator Charles Schulz. It's the 100th birthday of the iconic comic starring Snoopy, Charlie Brown, and friends. And as a tribute, more than 75 creative cartoonists have placed tributes, Easter eggs, and other references to Peanuts in Saturday's funny